Hello my dear friends, welcome to the YouTube channel Math Skill. Let's learn mathematics together. The aim of this channel is to help students overcome the fear of math by learning the concepts clearly. In this session, let's discuss about the chapter Quadratic Equations, and the numerical what we are going to solve is a statement problem, and the numerical is the difference of squares of the two numbers is 180. The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the two numbers. This numerical is a part of NCERT as well as CBSE for 10th standard mathematics. I am your trainer Venkatesh K. Now let us see how to solve the problem. To solve the problem, I have noted down, and the expectation is we will have to find the two numbers by building a quadratic equation such that the difference of the squares of the two numbers is 180. Also, the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Satisfying two conditions what we are given as the first condition being the difference of the squares of the two numbers is 180. Also, the second condition is the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. We will have to find the two numbers satisfying these two conditions. Since we have to find the two numbers, let us assume the two numbers to be x and y such that x is greater than y. We have assumed the two numbers to be x and y. Also, we have assumed that x is greater than y. Now, let us study the given conditions. So, he says the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. In our assumption, we have assumed that x is greater than y, that is, x is larger and y is smaller number. Therefore, he says the square of the smaller number, which means y square, is 8 times the larger number, which means y square is equal to 8x. So, this condition we have got from the condition number 2. Now, coming to the condition number 1, which is the difference of squares of the two numbers is 180. Since we have assumed that x is greater than y, therefore the difference of the squares of the two numbers would be x square minus y square equals 180. So this condition we have got using the first statement, that is this one. But we already have found out that y square is equal to 8x. Now let us substitute this particular condition in the below equation, that is x square minus 8x is equal to 180. So instead of y square, I have substituted it to be minus 8x, that is x square minus y square is equal to 180 has now been simplified as x square minus 8x is equal to 180. Now let us transpose 180 from RHS towards LHS. Upon transpose, it would be minus 180, that is x square minus 8x minus 180 is equal to 0. Now this equation cannot be simplified further as it contains all three terms are unlike terms, x square term, x term and a constant term. Therefore, this equation looks like the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. How can we say that both the equations look similar? Because the simplified equation contains first term as an x square term. The standard form also contains an x square term as a first term. Also, the simplified equation contains next term as an x term. Here it contains a x term, and third term in both the equations are constant. Therefore, comparing the coefficients of x square and x from both the equations, we see that wherever there is a in the standard form, we have coefficient as 1. Wherever there is plus b, here we see that it is minus 8. Therefore, b is equal to minus 8. And wherever there is constant, here we have minus 180, which means a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 8 and c is equal to minus 180. In order to find the value of x, let us use the quadratic formula. We know that quadratic formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So here, to find the value of x, let us substitute a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 8 and c is equal to minus 180 in the below equation, which means x is equal to minus of minus 8 plus or minus square root of minus 8 whole square minus 4 into 1 into c is minus 180 whole divided by 2a, a is equal to 1. Therefore, x is equal to minus of minus 8 is plus 8 plus or minus square root of minus 8 whole square minus 4 into 1 into minus 180 whole divided by 2a, which is 2 into 1. Therefore, minus of minus 8 is plus 8 plus or minus square root of minus 8 whole square is minus 8 into minus 8 is 64 with plus sign, that is plus 64, minus into minus is plus, 4 zeros are 0, 4 8s are 32 and 4 1s are 4 plus 3 is 720 whole divided by 2 into 1 is 2. That is, within square root we have 64 plus 720, which is equal to 784. Now the next step would be x is equal to 8 plus or minus square root of 784 whole divided by 2. Now let us do the prime factorization of 784. On doing the prime factorization for 784, the prime factors would be like below, that is 2 would be appearing 4 times, 2, 3, 4, and 7 would be appearing twice in the prime factorization of 784. Therefore, 784 is equal to 2 power 4 into 7 power 2. Now, within square root, instead of 784, I can substitute as square root of 2 power 4 into 7 square, that is 7 power 2, which means now out of 2 power 4 we would be left with 2 square, and also out of 7 square we would be left with 7. Okay, so out of 2 power 4 within square root I've got 2 square, and out of 7 square I've got 7. So 2 square is 4 multiplied by 7 is 28. 7 4s are 28. Now, since it is a problem related to quadratic equation, it can have maximum 2 values. Therefore, the maximum 2 values of x would be x is equal to 8 plus 28 whole divided by 2 and 8 minus 28 whole divided by 2. 8 plus 28 is 36 divided by 2 or minus 20 divided by 2. 8 minus 28 is minus 20 whole divided by 2. Upon simplifying by denominator 2, 2 1s are 2 18s are and 2 1s are 2 10s are. That is, x is equal to plus 18 or x is equal to minus 10. Therefore, the answers for x are 18 and minus 10. Also, we have to find out the value of y, that is y square is equal to 8x is what we have already found out. That is, here since we have to find the value of y, if the value of x is considered as negative, like the way what we have got here, then y square is equal to minus 80 is what we will get. So in order to simplify the value of y, we would be getting a imaginary number. That is why negative value of x cannot be considered here. Therefore, the required answer for x would be plus 18. So y square is equal to 8 into 18 or y square is equal to 144. Therefore, y is equal to plus or minus square root of 144 or y is equal to plus or minus 12, which means the required two numbers are either 18 comma 12 plus 12 or 18 comma minus 12. That is, 18 comma plus 12 and 18 comma minus 12 are the set of numbers which are required satisfying both the conditions. Thanks for watching the video. Take care.